The Mediterranean: traditions, cultures and civilizations with common roots. A mutual commitment issued in the 1995 Barcelona Declaration to establish a comprehensive Euro-Mediterranean partnership in order to turn the Mediterranean into a common area of peace, stability and prosperity through the reinforcement of political dialogue and security and social, cultural, human, economic and financial partnerships. With this ethos, ports, shipping lines, freight operators and research and training centers from around the Mediterranean Sea, with the support of the European Commission, have joined together with the aim of working towards the establishment of a European maritime space without barriers. 28 public and private institutions from Spain, Italy, Slovenia and Greece, representing all the actors involved in door-to-door logistics chains, set out to work together in a Euro-Mediterranean partnership through a new cooperative approach for the development of a European logistics project, monitoring and operation services for motorways of the sea. MOS4MOS. The general goal of the project is to provide the proper combination of measures for ports to become efficient gateways for short-sea shipping freight, focusing on the two main types of traffic: roll-on, roll-off and container, and to develop communication and training materials that integrate the most up-to-date solutions for this type of transport. The 15 initiatives prototyped and piloted apply to existing and consolidated routes in the Mediterranean region, namely in the corridors between Spain-Italy, Spain-Slovenia, Spain-Greece, Slovenia-Greece, Slovenia-Italy and Italy-Greece. Amongst the main results obtained from these initiatives are the basic structure and two prototypes for the creation of a port community system in the port of Piraeus, prototyping and piloting export paperless controls for full container load, roll-on, roll-off and container intra-community traffic at the ports of Livorno, Barcelona and Valencia. The most relevant results in this block include a prototype of system providing real-time automatically generated information about the status of a vessel to inland transport operators using motorways of the sea services. Testing of a system optimizing the tracing of containers and the documentation associated to the container operation at the ports of Livorno, Koper and Valencia. The traceability of roll-on, roll-off units through an RFID system. Testing new procedures. The electronic T2L to make intra-community sea transport simpler and less cumbersome for its users. The electronic T2L, designed as part of the MOS4MOS project, is one of the 22 proposals approved by the agreement of the Spanish Council of Ministers, signed on the 16th of September 2011. Spanish customs are deeply involved in the project, and their aim after the piloting stage carried out in MOS4MOS is to implement this system by the end of 2012. The main results in this block are prototyping and piloting of a railway transport management system to better manage the supply chain by the combination of rail and sea modes of transport. Defining and testing new common procedures and electronic messages to improve communication flows and create paperless documentation flows. The most relevant results of these initiatives are a piloted prototype of a middleware solution that ensures interoperable paperless import-export processes along a motorways of the sea door-to-door corridor for full container load. A port-to-port traceability prototype system for automotive logistics using electronic data interchange in the port of Barcelona. The creation of a network of short-sea consolidation centers offering specialized services for intra-community traffic. Piloting of advanced e-commerce solutions in the Spanish, Slovenian and Greek networks of short-sea consolidation centers that allow shippers and forwarders to send electronic motorways of the sea bookings and shipping instructions for less than container load shipments in the same way they do for their full container load shipments.
València ha implantat un sistema més ràpid i més àgil per a l'exportació de vehicles.
5 minuts per controlar l'exportació de 1.000 vehicles davant les 5 hores amb el control manual. Un canvi substancial gràcies a aquest sistema pioner implantat per la Duana i el Port de València. Es substitueix la revisió document a document per esta altra aplicació informatitzada.
De tal manera que reduïm els errors humans i fem molt eficients tant les operacions com els controls administratius de la duana i l'autoritat portuària.
To disseminate and communicate the hard work of all of the partners, 5 information days in the various countries have been organized in Koper, Valencia, Livorno, Barcelona and Brussels. Additionally, 6 demonstration open days in the participating ports have been carried out, at which the port communities of the respective ports were invited to view the project results. The MOS4MOS project includes the design and creation of training materials and seminars to disseminate the concepts of short sea solutions and motorways of the sea corridors, taking advantage of the project results and conclusions. 13 modules have been produced on maritime, rail and road transport, along with maritime groupage. Each module covers their different elements: infrastructures and equipment, services, information and communication technologies, regulation and documentation, safety, security, benchmarking between the different modes, and international cooperation. New teaching tools have been developed. More than 300 graphics, more than 300 photos and 30 videos and animations to support the contents of the modules. The modules have been uploaded onto an e-learning platform to become an extensive and rich data source for information on intermodal transport and the European motorways of the sea. After 14 months of hard work of all of the 28 partners, the project has achieved the creation of a new scene for the motorways of the sea in the Mediterranean. This should serve to help enforce the idea of a European maritime space without barriers, in which the operations can be realized more efficiently, with maximum agility, be more reliable, and provide the highest quality that the clients desire. The sustainability of freight transport in Europe, both in the long and short term, calls for better prepared infrastructures and operators. The new procedures, technical aspects, and training materials that have been developed now need to help spread these innovations to facilitate easy learning and implementation within this new scene. This would not have been possible without the economic support and the personal implication of the staff of the TEN-T Executive Agency, the Directorate General for Mobility and Transport, and the European Coordinator for the Motorways of the Sea. The MOS4MOS project has proven to be an important step in the improvement of maritime transport in Europe and in the Mediterranean.